Hello and welcome back to another JLecture for the month of March of 2023. This one's entitled Mastering Public Speaking for Professionals, and that's exactly what it's about, so let's jump right into it. So first of all, the details / the objective. Public speaking is a crucial skill, obviously, for professionals in all industries, and the ability to communicate effectively can lead to career advancement and success. In this presentation, we'll cover strategies for mastering public speaking as a professional. So first of all, you need to know your audience. Obviously, you need to know who you're speaking to. So understanding your audience is one of the key things in delivering an effective presentation of any sort. So first of all, what you got to do is research your audience beforehand, such as when you're attending an event, to tailor your message to their needs and interests. It can be very beneficial to just sort of read the audience if you're talking to one or two people, obviously not a crowd like this. But if you're talking to one or two people and they're dressed a specific way, or they seem like they would support a specific political candidate or message, or you can tell something from their body language or the way they speak, if you two have spoken before, that can be very beneficial as well. So research your audience. Consider the demographics, interests, and level of knowledge on the topic. If someone seems like they don't know much about the topic, or if you know that they don't know much about the topic, make sure to explain it more thoroughly, or otherwise you will lose their attention. Next, develop a clear message. So your message should ideally be concise, clear, and memorable. One of the ways that you can do this is to use storytelling, analogies, and various metaphors to make your message more engaging. And preferably, you should avoid jargon and technical language that may confuse your audience. In a professional sense, jargon is just stuff that's filler, right in the middle. Words that you use to make up for empty space and lost time. You don't want to do that. You want to transition very quickly from idea to idea so that you can catch your audience's attention for as long as possible, because the modern attention span is really, screwed. Storytelling is very good as well because it forces your audience to listen to what you gotta say in a chronological order. So when you say how a story begins, they want to hear it how it ends, so they're going to pay attention until they do. And if you make it memorable, then they're more likely going to stick with it, since when they get distracted, their mind is going to jump right to it, whether it's during the speech or after it. And it also helps cement the idea of you in their minds. So storytelling, analogies, and metaphors to make it more engaging. Very important point. Next, practice speaking. This one should be obvious to any guy. Practice your presentation multiple times before delivering it. Before you deliver the presentation, make sure that you've given it to an empty room at least a couple times. Rehearse in front of a mirror, record yourself as I'm doing now, or practice with a friend or a colleague. Practice will generally help you feel more confident and comfortable when you're presenting. Next up, use visual aids. Now, this isn't a disease, this is just a way to increase your audience engagement. Visual aids such as slides, videos, and handouts can help illustrate your message. So, slides just like this can help me accompany my message with things that help me get my ideas across more easily. So, a picture, text of a specific font helps grab the viewer's attention. So, use them sparingly and make sure they support rather than distract from your message. You don't want to use them too much. You should do so sparingly. Make sure they're not the main point. A while ago, I was engaged in this presentation where it was a play, and there was like a video in the background of the play, and the director of the play kept arguing with the person who controlled the background what was the main point. The person who controlled the background kept saying that the play should be the main focus and the video should just be a supplement, while the person was saying that video is supplemental to play, and if it doesn't play at the same exact moment, then it will keep the video from being the main focus. So you want to establish this very early on. Is your pamphlet or flyer the main focus, or is your speech the main focus? Are people going to be looking at you or down at their lap where you wrote some stuff in a Word document, right? You want to keep this in mind. Keep your visuals simple, clear, and easy to read. Body language and delivery, also very important. Body language and delivery are important aspects of public speaking. First Man, I spoke about this. Stand up straight, make eye contact, and use gestures to emphasize your points. Just stand up with your back straight, your head up, keep your chin up towards the sun. And in a variety of situations, including this one, in most situations, you should be good. Speak clearly and at an appropriate pace, and use pauses and emphasize the key points of your presentation. Next up, Jordan Belfort, handle questions and feedback. Be prepared to handle questions and feedback from your audience, know how to respond to it. You should listen carefully to a question and repeat it to ensure you understand it correctly. A lot of debate bros are really good at this. In a lot of situations, you'll also be able to rephrase the question so that it sounds in support of your point. So before you even begin arguing against what the other person has said, the criticism that they put against you, or the question that they're asking, you can phrase it to a way that's to your advantage. If you manage to get them to agree with it, that will be very beneficial for your following, structure of the argument. And be honest if you don't know the answer and offer to follow up later. In a lot of interviews, they ask people, to elaborate on a situation they don't know a lot about. And honestly, the best thing to do when you're faced with an unexpected question or an unexpected inquiry to give your opinion about a situation that you know little of, it's best to keep your mouth shut, because whatever they get on camera, they're going to keep forever. Conclusion, mastering public speaking is a valuable skill for professionals, as we all know. It's also valuable for young men in general. So, know your audience, develop a clear message, practice, use visual aids, and focus on body language as well as delivery. With such strategies, you can definitely become a confident and effective public speaker. And I hope this helps you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.